Alright, so there we go. Alright, we got all the sound right, it looks like now. I want to do one of those 30 minutes into the freaking video, I realize that it's muted. So here's the straight skinny. Here's what happened. I beat. So I had everything done on this mark except for the Polaroid. Went ahead and beat it. Beat the Polaroid, and I actually did it. It took 2 attempts. The first one I got, and I wish I had recorded this. The first one I got the missing poster. Had an incredible run, so it was actually pretty hard to suicide, but I decided to continue. Went the whole negative path with the Lost. So we're gonna do, since he already has the Holy Mantle in the D4, we'll go ahead and try one of his and see if we can go heavenward. Lost is a very fun. Okay. I didn't know if that would kill me, so I tried it. Because the first room is a great way to test that. I've also pretty much finished all of the greedier stuff, which I said I was going to do off camera, and I meant. Yeah, I think I have everyone done with greed and greedier except for Keeper and the Lost, which are the only 2 I have left. This is probably suicide. You know what? No. Yes. Oh, it's definitely suicide. Yeah. I forget that it's also ghost bombs. So we're probably going to, unless we get like some way of re-rolling that doesn't take away the Holy Mantle, which I don't think there is that. We're pretty much fucked. This will be, maybe we'll shoot for the other reason that I'm really not very excited. Oh wait, we don't have piercing shots. We just have spectral, so maybe that's not quite as bad. It's still risky with the Lost to not have a way to recover or to have a way to damage yourself. Because I can walk in a room, accidentally hit an enemy and blow myself up. The other thing that sucks about it, the thing that sucks actually much more about it, is the fact that I now, if I get Guppy, since I started off with 1 item, if I get Guppy now, there's no way of making it actually do anything. But at least we don't have piercing shots. Like, that really ruins this one. It's actually totally fine to have it with spectral shots. It's pretty neat, actually. Piercing is the big baddie. I took a few days off from playing this game because I just tried to dodge roll. That's piercing shots right there. Don't want it. Not for any reason. I think it was because I had been like butting my head against greed mode with a couple characters. For some reason, Apollyon on greed mode is just like a fucking nightmare for me. I eventually won that one. I was switching between Apollyon and Blue Baby, and I was just like, I'm never going to be able to do this, even though I'd done it twice before. I just thought, this is the upper limit of my ability, and then I stopped for a day, got both of them in the next attempt, but then I just like, I need a break. That took too much work. I didn't record any of those because I'm not doing really any greedy or just regular runs for this one. I have kind of come to the decision that I'm gonna try my damnedest and darndest to get this. I really wish I could not not create more spiders. I'm gonna try my damnedest and also my darndest to get this done by 365. This will be 323, so that gives me 42 more videos in which to finish this, and I'm gonna really shoot for that. And then I might, honestly, if I don't feel like a strong desire to even streak, I might honestly just be done making Isaac videos. They're not very popular. I mean, none of my stuff's very popular, but if it's between sometimes occasionally videos, god damn, people watching like the Gungeon ones and some of the other games I played for the first time, and no one ever watching like these Isaac videos because I'm the 10 millionth person to put Isaac runs online. I'll probably just, you know, just stop making them. This has been for me. I think a year of doing it is a pretty good stretch, but I probably won't stop playing Isaac unless, I don't know. Isaac is kind of my main squeeze on my Switch here. I can't believe I'm gonna get freaking Guppy, and I actually went ahead and picked up this stupid thing. Well, I'm gonna get Guppy if I don't actually die. Which is still extremely likely to happen with this character. If I got, you know, 9 lives, feel real good. But that's unlikely. 2/3 of the way to Guppy, though, is pretty insane. Full health. Yes, thank you. Can these guys pop up while I'm at the upper angle? Or am I gonna have to do it like this? Okay. Oh, another cool thing that's happening is I'm rereading that book, the Baroque cycle. That's absolutely useless. We cannot get any benefit from infestation. We should do it. But I'm re-listening to the Baroque cycle, and it's great, and I'm realizing more and more because I listened to Cryptonomicon between it, which is not very well narrated, but is still a great book, one that I've read a couple times now. Listened to once, read I think twice actually, and you kind of know that they're connected because a lot of the characters share the same names, and it kind of felt at first like it was just supposed to be kind of a it's like a cinematic universe before that concept existed, like a thing that spans multiple of the author's books, and while that is definitely the case, this is actually telling like the historical backstory of the characters in Cryptonomicon, which I think is pretty cool. The invention of the digital computer is a big part of Cryptonomicon, with, I think it's Randy, no, not Randy Waterhouse. Anyway, oh well, I'm gonna die here anyway. I cannot, yeah, I can't help but get hit by this guy. One of the Waterhouses invents the digital computer as we know it in Cryptonomicon, and one of the Leibniz and Daniel Waterhouse are working on the precursor, the logic machine, as they're calling it in this book. Oh my god, it changes the way it bounces. It changes the way it flies. They're working on the logic machine and, you know, binary notation, etc., etc. in You know, the system of the world, or the, what are the books called? The Baroque Cycle. System of the World, I think, is the final book in this series, which is why I keep confusing it with the title of the series. Okay. We'll do this floor and get the Joker card used if we don't get a thing. But we should actually... Oh god, I didn't even see it. Thought it was a fly. Dude, this guy's gonna be so hard to kill. Ah, shit. Well, Carrion Queen doesn't eat. I don't believe. Oh yeah, it does. Ooh. Thanks, Rock. Gotta take this one. Ah, Krampus. Always scary as the loss. Not useful. Okay, well, we'll take Yara with us. Since we're going the upper path, if we get there, we'll have opportunity to at least make a few more chests. But I don't know, the book is very, very good. The books are very, very good. I love the way that Neil Stephenson writes. I love the complex foreshadowing he has. I love the interconnectedness of his worlds. Again, I think combining books 4 and 5 into one mega book. I didn't realize that the Confusion, which is the 4th/5th book in the series, was as long as it was. After, you know, the first time I read it, I was just like, or listened to it, I was just like, yeah, I guess this is about the length of all of them, but it's so much longer than any of the other ones. It's 2 books in one, but they're big books, and a lot happens in them. It's very strange that they're combined. I do get why the decision was made, that the editors and publisher decided that you would put them as one, so you didn't have a story without Jack in it, basically. Story without Jack in it. A story without Jack Shafto in it while you waited for things to go back his way. But I don't know... Worthless. I don't know any other character, and I would have taken that. Sorry, that was very gross. That was not going to be good. Stuck on the internals. Well, let's see if we can get Spelunker Boy. I cannot believe I didn't get that one up until now. I guess the loss is kind of how you get a lot of these. You either get those achievements or you die. I do think that I didn't even lose my Holy Mantle. Or you get, you know, Holy Mantle on the first floor. With some other character. But I don't think my Holy Mantle was worn off. Yeah, no, it did in that fight with what's his name. Wow, the Haunt. That's a scary fight. Okay, there it is again. A regular ass spider. God. Why would I have done this to myself? I'm gonna die to a spider. Spiders are the fucking worst. God, just die. Stay away from all these skulls. Oh! Alright. Let's leave the room, then come back. I always have to, like, basically take my hands off the controller when I use Temperance with Lost. Very scary. Wonderful. Every time I read, like, historical fiction, like something... Yo, this is the end. Something said in the Far-Flung Past, I get a little frustrated because there's this tendency to make jokes, which, I mean, I would be absolutely guilty of the same thing if I was writing in the same period. Writing a period piece, but, like, there's one of the characters who is, I'll just spoil it to you, essentially like an ageless demigod who uses alchemy to endure forever. He's a mysterious character. He's a mysterious character even in the Cryptonomicon. But he makes these jokes that are kind of like, he basically said at one point, he's like, any technology significantly advanced is indistinguishable from a yo-yo. Famous quote, one word change, just referencing the fact that it's almost that famous quote from, you know, that time where he couldn't have existed. Oh, good. I cannot stand fast-moving, fast-shooting psychopaths like these guys when I am the Lost. There we go. I should be out of this room very quickly. Man, I'm doing real bad on going quickly here. I'm picking rooms wrong. All I want is a freaking thing. So, one thing I would like to do, god damn it, is, in this thing, is every keeper run captured. However, I know that what's going to happen is I'm going to start getting frustrated recording keeper runs, and I'm going to switch over. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. That I can't have any effect from getting guppy. Oh. I mean, I already had flight. That's also not useful. But I know that what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose a bunch of keeper runs in a row, like 5 or 6, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this when the losses don't bother me so much because basically I'm doing something else at the same time. Which is what has happened every other time. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's why it's taken me such a long time to find the stuff. It's an XL depths. So we could make it into boss rush and die there, which I'm, like, still pretty tempted to do. Because I don't like the idea of having a guppy run where we're not getting any guppy benefit. Or we can have an incredible victory that feels good. Man. But I think, honestly, with bombs and no bomb immunity, we're probably going to beef the big one on the mom fight. We don't have anything, like, really giving us an edge against that. Man, getting XL4s before the mom fight is trash. That would just be another hematemesis. You know what? Since I'm certain we're gonna die pretty soon. Good. Wonderful. I've been playing Gungeon with Kyle the Scientist's mods on. A lot of them, like I'm doing some of his special modes that he's added to the game that are basically based off of certain Isaac characters or concepts? Conceits. Two of the worst. Okay, this one has luck. Nope. This is the one where he summons a lot. Or she summons a lot, excuse me. The worst version of the mom fight. Give me red mom any day. Take this blue mom shit to the trash and leave it there. I don't know if I got hit there, but just assume I did. Red spiders, man. Red spiders are probably what's gonna kill me. Fuck. Alright. Woo! Done. Oh, Lord. Here's this. Get 9 lives. Nope. Well, alright, we did one. Dang. Oh no, we didn't really do anything. Dude, I'm not... That's too stupid. Let's just die going forward. Alright, the shoe doesn't have a fucking thing on it. Die. Thank you. Alright. I don't think fear has any effect. With bombs, also. Whoa, weird. Wild and weird. Didn't know you... Ugh. There actually is gravity? Pick it up. Put it down. Excuse me? Okay. That's the joke they're running right now. So upset right now. Polyphemus freaking Guppy would have been amazing, but it's not happening. Warp again. What's my luck at? 1? Does he start at 0? Get it. Or does he start at 1? No, his keeper's at -2. He's got to be at 0. Jack's been watching a new show called The Good Place about someone who died and went to heaven, but it's like a non-religious heaven. It's just an eternal place of wonder and joy, and it's starring, I think Kristen Bell is her name, and got Ted Danson, Cheers guy, and it seems like an interesting conceit. It seems like a cool idea, but it doesn't seem interesting beyond that. She told me that there's a moment where you realize that this isn't heaven because they've made mistakes. It's probably, I mean, they went to hell. Like, that's the joke. But it's a hell of, like, not torture, but what would you call it? Just mild inconvenience? You're like paired with, instead of with your soulmate, you're like paired with someone who's annoying to you. And like, that's fucking dumb. I don't know, I haven't written a better show, but like, the idea of it being just like hell but not that bad is very weird to me. I'm not gonna waste my time on this. We'll do this because I don't need bombs at all. I just use them when I'm feeling like I don't want to aim a little bit. We're not going to Hush. I might have already done Hush, actually. Whoa, his bombs can push mine around. And I will. Could have been 9 lives. Alright, keep the luck coming. This is working out better than I thought. Like, I thought as soon as Carson the Maze can bite my butt. I mean, as soon as we start getting rooms that are like boss, 4 bosses at once, 5 bosses, more bosses than that, like, things won't be whistling quite as much Dixie, but for now, keep on whistling. Whoa. More of them than I believed initially. I would really, really like it if old Buckaroni over there could grow up all the way and assist a little bit. Ah, these rooms. Oh, thank Godflies. Thank you, Godflies. So close. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of modded Gungeon. Why was I talking about the good plane? Oh, I guess because I went upstairs recently and Jackie had it on the screen. I didn't have anything else to say about it besides I thought the idea of hell just being slightly annoying was a little, I don't know, like less clever than they probably thought it was on their end, but damn. But that's all right. I think for Virgo I would have to have gotten hit, so it's another one of those doesn't quite work with. I did do Hush already. Man, that was a good run, because I know I didn't have 9 lives. Okay. This is still going okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 total. 10 total levels. So 20 minutes is not really that hard if you're able to do 2 minutes of floor. Okay. I see how they have it. And of course floors get bigger, more challenging as day goes on. Ah, just one more. Mini boss? Maybe. Dude, fuck off. You guys are the worst. Get this money, please. This is the one we don't want. This is one we super duper don't want. We're gonna take a lot of time to just stay the fuck away from them. But I think because I've been playing more Gungeon, I've been like, since the update they made it so that like there's a lot more ways to like move quickly. Oh, I am getting flies. The flies are from his shots? I don't know. Maybe if the bomb touches, it's dropping a fly? I don't know. I definitely saw some... I'm seeing flies coming from somewhere. So they're not... It's not 100% worthless. I forgot that, like, Mega Fatty can kill me by himself very easily. So I don't need to ever feel safe. Oh, thank God. Spiders, man. Spiders hit me this run more than anything else has. I can't believe that's the freaking hardest enemy. I can believe it. Oh, no. Give my key back. Thank you. I think red flies are the... I've been aware for a long time that they're the toughest enemy in the game. Maybe those ones that are like big fat red flies that turn into more red flies, those are actually the toughest, but... it's close. Ooh. Whoa. How did that bounce? I don't know what I'm looking for there. Not spirit hearts, but what? Don't kill me, flies. This fight is terrifying. I would really love it. I would love it if, like, coins dropped and he grew up very suddenly. I'm dead. Ooh. With this character and with the freaking keeper, I'm gonna be saying I'm dead and hoping I don't mean it all the time. I guess every bomb that hits is one fly. Shit. Keep it slow, keep it cool, keep it calm. One more. Nope. Wow. Wowie, wow, whoa, whizzle, wazzle, woo woo. Sax heart, okay. Gross. That's how you open the other one. Curse of the Blind, of course. Of course. On a floor like this, we get a Curse of T-Blind. Nope. Well, maybe. That's stupid. Oh, we absolutely do not win this sprinkler. Unicorn Stump would be good, but it would just, like... yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna say that every time. I'm gonna never... I mean, always hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to say it every time. Oh, George. Lord, I mean... I'm trying not to talk about politics, but it's like voting time, and that's like, you know, floating right in front of my vision, making it hard to see what I can see. But there's been this weird thing where a bunch of bombs were found in the mail of Democrats, and it's fucking terrifying. Like Hillary and Billary Clinton and Barack Obama, somebody else, George Soros or something like that. But I don't pay close enough attention. The fact of the matter is that with election time approaching, some people who disagree with the ideas and policies of the Democratic Party think that it's okay to murder them. And there's all this talk about, like, you know, the left being this, like, mob, being these, like, uncontrollable, emotional... God, why? This is it. This is the end. Fucking